within the street TS started telling them about us because, we was from the block.
LPD says a 24-year-old Lincoln man died from his injuries. According to a GoFundMe and an adult film production company, the man has been identified as Saiveon Hopkins.
A whole lot of frustration was on my mind and I was hungry.
That's why my motherfucking son wasn't fucking with them no more.
Tonight on Dark Hood Tales, we'll be telling the story of rapper, reality TV star, and adult entertainer Saiveon Hopkins, known in the porn world as Jay Hefner. This should really be a good one. Kick back and fire one up. Saiveon Hopkins, also known as Jay Hefner, was a model, rapper, and an up-and-coming porn star. From 2022-2024, Jay Hefner appeared in over 100 porn videos and web scenes. Some say that he was a future modern-day John Holmes. His career as a porn star was about to take off. But unfortunately, his dark past in the streets led to his untimely demise. From being a high school basketball star, to being a member of a violent blood gang, to being one of the new faces in the porn world. This is the Jay Hefner story. Saiveon Hopkins was born on June 21, 2000 in Lincoln, Nebraska. He was raised by his mother Jenny Evans and grew up in a decent neighborhood with his brothers and baby sister. Saiveon's nickname was Seven. Seven always looked up to his older brother Zay. Zay had jumped off the porch at an early age. Gang banging and drug dealing was common for young black males in Lincoln, Nebraska. Lincoln is the state capital and the second largest city in Nebraska. This vibrant college town is known for being a fun place. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln contributes to most of the city's fun. Wild parties are thrown 7 days a week, keeping the Lincoln streets busy and at the same time generating a lot of money. Forbes listed Lincoln as the #1 best city for new jobs. With a population of over 300,000 people, Lincoln has a diversified economy with strengths in business, insurance, healthcare, manufacturing, and even transportation. From the outside looking in, Lincoln, Nebraska seems nice and safe, but that's far from the truth. According to the Lincoln police, there's over 30 gangs in the city. Brawls and shootouts were common. One of Seven and Zay's closest friends was a guy by the name of Gabriel Maurice, also known as Gabe. Gabe would often hang out at Jenny's home with the boys. Just like Seven, Gabe was a hard-working with a bright future. He was the oldest out of his 9 siblings and was the protector of his family, known for being a good friend and a good listener. Seven attended Boys Town Education Center High School and played on the basketball team. The 6'2" forward was one of the best players on the team. He was ranked in the top 11 in the state of Nebraska. Seven always made good grades and was always a popular kid. Even as a teenager, he was known for being loyal to his family and friends.
You did. You already know what the man talking about.
After graduating in 2018, the 18-year-old began hanging out in the streets with his friends more. He would eventually become an active member of a blood gang. The blood gang he joined was allegedly the biggest and most violent gang in the city of Lincoln. One of their main ops is a Crip set from Omaha, but we'll get back to that later. Jenny was looked at as a cool mother. She didn't mind the boys hanging out at her house. She treated her children friends as if they were her children. While Zay was running wild in the streets, Seven spent most of his time working and hanging out with females. Unlike most of his friends, Seven was said to be a hard worker. Looking good was a priority for the young, laid-back Casanova. By the time he was 20 years old, Seven decided to be a rapper, inspired by Chicago drill music and NBA YoungBoy. Zay was allegedly in the streets putting in work. According to many people in Lincoln, Zay was a real stepper. He allegedly been playing with guns since he was a teen.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Tonight, we're bringing you more on a story we've been following all day.
4 people were shot at a duplex near 28th and T before a dark vehicle was seen by witnesses leaving the scene.
In September of 2020, a 21-year-old Zay was arrested for committing multiple drive-by shootings. He was later sentenced to 20 years in prison. This was a dark time for the family. Not only did Jenny lose her oldest son to the streets, but she was also diagnosed with cancer around this time. While out on bond fighting the case, Zay had a little more time to spend with his loved ones. September of 2023 would be Zay and Seven's last time seeing each other. Zay would go on to serve his time in prison. On November 7th, 2020, Gabe was shot and killed in North Omaha after a gang brawl took place. Gabe, who was living in Colorado at the time, had came back to Nebraska to visit family and friends. Gabe was killed by a 23-year-old by the name of Tip Mutt. Gabe and Mutt were good friends and even lived together in Colorado. After a fight broke out at around 1:45 a.m., Gabe pulls out a gun and fires a few shots into the ground, and then allegedly fires 5 more shots into the air when Mutt came from behind and shoots him twice. Gabe was later pronounced dead. He was 21 years old. Jenny looked at Gabe as a son. She took his death really hard. For months, she watched her children grieve about Gabe. With Zay in prison, Seven was now on his own. He had already made a name for himself in the streets at this time. Known for being a playboy and a good fighter, his innocent laid-back style attracted people to him. Everyone say that his heart was made of gold and he would give the shirt off his back to a friend. Although Seven was cool and laid back, he still didn't turn down smoke. In September of 2022, Seven was arrested and charged with possession of a stolen firearm. That was a wake-up call for the 22-year-old. Months later, Seven began focusing on a rap career and later became a certified veneer technician. By 2023, Seven was a rising star. His OnlyFans content was growing each day. He went by the name Jay Hefner in the adult entertainment world.
I graduated today, so my mom told me to come by to get a cleanup.
Of course. You can have my seat.
While filming porn, Seven meets another young adult entertainer, Eric Hall, also known as Hollywood Cash. Seven and Cash quickly became friends. Not only did the two only film together, they often hung out and partied together. In the summer of 2024, Seven talks Cash into auditioning for Zeus Network reality show, 2 Ways with Erica Mena. The following month, Seven and Cash both went to Miami and became cast members of the show. 2 Ways with Erica Mena made them both even more famous, especially Seven. Not only did Seven capture the world heart with his personality, Seven also gained many people respect after winning a fight against Aaron the Plumber. For those of you who don't know about Aaron the Plumber, I'm going to give you a short breakdown. Aaron the Plumber was born and raised in Stockton, California. He come from a gang-banging family and he grew up in a rough neighborhood. According to Aaron the Plumber, his father was a notorious gangster and his mother was a drug addict. By the time he was a teenager, Aaron was an active member of a wild blood gang. He began dealing drugs, playing with guns, and fighting a lot. A young Aaron the Plumber was even pimping. After running wild in the streets for years, Aaron would eventually get shot 6 times, including 1 time in the face. A life as a pimp would eventually lead Aaron to prison. While serving 5 years in prison, Aaron continued to catch many fades and even became Muslim. He would also earn a journeyman plumber license while serving time. Aaron the plumber had a reputation of being a good fighter, known for winning many fights in prison and on the streets as well. He came home from prison and changed his life, making a living being a plumber. Although he was now a changed man and doing things the right way, Aaron the plumber still loved to fight. Some say that he only came to the show to fight people. According to Aaron the plumber, the night before the fight, he witnessed Seven take a female into his hotel room. Aaron the plumber was a bully on the show. After beating up a set of twin brothers and a transsexual, Aaron the plumber tried to bully Seven, but Seven didn't back down. Aaron the plumber asked Seven for a fade and Seven didn't turn it down. The first round was quickly broken up by the Zeus Network security, but the second round, Seven catches Aaron the plumber with a clean two-piece. Aaron the plumber fell to the ground and the fight was quickly broken up once again. Aaron the plumber was bleeding from the eyelid. For hours, he threw a fit demanding a rematch, but Seven refused. That same night, Hollywood Cash gets into a fight with Pee-wee and ended up with a busted eyelid as well. You can clearly see that Seven was disappointed. Cash left the show the following day. Seven ended up making it to the very end of the show, but loses to Master Cheeks. 2 Ways with Erica Mena was a fun time for Seven. He was about to be even more famous. The show would later premiere in August of 2024. After the filming of 2 Ways with Erica Mena, Seven went back to his home in Ontario, Canada. Back in 2023, he moved into this nice home. In the winter of that year, his then-girlfriend gave birth to his daughter Abigail. Around this same time, he began dating Madeline Murchison. The two quickly fell in love. Around September 6th of 2024, Seven went back to Lincoln, Nebraska to attend a family member's birthday party. The following evening, Seven went out to party with his cousin. At around 1:28 a.m., Seven and his cousin allegedly gets into it with a rival gang, the 40th Avenue Crips. The 40th Avenue Crips and the 44th Avenue Crips are two large and dangerous Crip sets located in Omaha, Nebraska. The two gangs are clicked up. Together, they're the strongest and most deadliest gang in Nebraska. One of the gang's leaders is a guy by the name of Gregory Bahati, also known as Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear was allegedly a stone-cold killer. According to the local police, he was feared all over Nebraska. In 2017, Pooh Bear was sentenced to 8 years in prison for participating in a racketeering conspiracy involving acts of violence, including attempted murder and assaults and drug distribution. He was released from prison sometime in 2024.
6 Omaha gang members are behind bars accused of violent crimes. We're talking drug trafficking and intimidating witnesses. It's a lot of police work to do, a groundbreaking 3-year investigation. Our Don Granese has been digging deeper into this gang activity today for us. He joins us now live. And Don, these are serious charges we're talking about.
That's right. This morning, both federal and local law enforcement authorities announced federal charges against numbers of the 40th and 44th Ave Crips gangs. Authorities say the two gangs were collaborating in a number of violent crimes here in the city since 2008.
That night, several fights broke out. Seven and his cousin had gotten into it with the wrong people. Pooh Bear was there.
Saturday night and early this morning. One person is dead and 2 others are injured, but LPD says they don't believe the incidents are related. Police are investigating a homicide that happened early this morning at around 1:30 a.m. Officers were called to a fight near 11th and O Streets in downtown Lincoln. When they got to the scene, officers found 2 men with gunshot wounds. Both were taken to the hospital for emergency treatment. LPD says a 24-year-old Lincoln man died from his injuries. According to a GoFundMe and an adult film production company, the man has been identified as Saiveon Hopkins.
Seven was hit multiple times and a 40-year-old man was shot as well. They were both rushed to the hospital. The 40-year-old man survived, but sadly, Seven was pronounced dead hours later. He was 24 years old. Pooh Bear and a guy by the name of Saiveon Wright were both arrested and charged with the murder.
Just last night, we told you that investigators had arrested 2 people they say are connected to that shooting in downtown Lincoln last month that left a 24-year-old man dead. This afternoon, both were in court and formally charged.
And both men, now behind bars, were picked up in Omaha. Right now, it appears as though they will stay locked up for the foreseeable future.
At the end of the day, gangbanging is what caused Seven his life. It's reported that he was protecting his cousin the night he was killed, but it's clear that it was a gang-related incident. Seven was an active blood member who took gang-banging seriously. Even after fighting Aaron the plumber on 2 ways with Erica Mena, you can clearly hear Seven scream out, According to Aaron the plumber, Seven was also gang-banging behind the scenes.
The reason why I wanted to squabble, bruh, right? It was, we never got into it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna cap, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way litty. Bro was on some gangster with the other contestants. But when I was around, bro wasn't saying he was a Damu. He wasn't saying none of that. So the other contestants came to me, Selena Powell and them came to me like, hey, bro said he a blood, I'm like, what, he a blood? I fuck with real bloods. I wanna see what that about.
Seven's death affected many people. He leaves behind his daughter, his mother, brothers, sister, and girlfriend. Not only did he help take care of his ill mother, he took care of his younger siblings as well, even helped his older brother Zay in prison. Ever since Jenny was diagnosed with cancer, Seven was her biggest supporter. He fought with her each day. Not only did he help out with the medical expenses, but he also helped take care of his baby sister as well. The 24-year-old had the world on his shoulders, but still stood tall. Seven was known for being a good father, a good brother, a good friend, and a good son. Out of all of his siblings, Seven was the mama's boy. Although Zay was the oldest, Seven became the man of the house at an early age, known for being responsible and neat. He always made time for family. Even while filming 2 Ways with Erica Mena in Miami, sometimes Seven would have his daughter with him on set.
18 people.
And then actually, we actually have a fallen someone that passed on our show.
What? Like during the filming?
After.
Like a guy or a girl?
A guy.
I was actually rooting for him. I really, him.
So he was someone who could have possibly won?
1,000%. I was rooting for him.
We'll leave it at that because
Wow, that's sad, man. R.I.P. to him.
But yeah, we that one, that was I think that was the hardest part of this whole experience, is like falling in love with these people for different reason, and that particular person, rest in peace to Seven.
R.I.P. Now
I really, oh my god.
Did you cry when you found out?
She was bawling.
I was for like weeks. I still think about him and cry.
Wow.
Because he's such a great man. Like, you guys will get to know him, as the show airs, but he's not only a beautiful man outside, but like inside too. Like such a big, he did not miss his parenting time with his daughter. Like his daughter would come on set.
It was obvious that Seven was about to be a huge star, not only in the adult entertainment world, but in rap, modeling, and maybe even acting. He had the look to do it all. Too bad the world didn't get to see his full potential. Well, this was the Jay Hefner story. Thank you for watching Dark Hood Tales. Good night. See you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to check out more episodes.